Good morning, beautiful souls. If you grew up in trauma, if you grew up in foster care, if you were adopted, if you didn't feel loved, this channel might be the one for you. From the time that I can remember, I grew up in trauma. I grew up in abuse. I grew up in homes that were unsafe. I grew up in and surrounded by drugs, by sexual abuse, by physical abuse, by psychological abuse, by animal abuse. I grew up and my goal was to set about change. My goal was to change the system. At about 4.5, I went into the foster care system. I found out later from my biological aunt that I was the one who called the emergency line, and it was because I was hungry. I hadn't seen my bio mom in 3 days, and I was alone. I don't remember my siblings being there, but I'm sure they were because we were all taken together. I remember sitting in the back of the cop car, and a wave of safety came over me. I don't know why. I felt protected, but I did. To be taken to DCS at the time. And I was scared, and I met a caseworker, and this caseworker dropped us off at nighttime, late at night, at a woman's house. And this woman wore a smile on her face, and she was a monster. And from that moment forward, I went from home to home to home to home. Some of those homes were beautiful. Some of them genuinely were doing Spirit's work. They were there to help children, to make a difference. But the majority of the ones were not. They were monsters in disguise. And that went with the churches that I went to. That went with the homes that I was in. That went with the adults that I interacted with. Monsters who had no business being around children, who had no business helping children. I want to change the system. I want to make a difference every single day. I went into the work that I do in foster care and being a licensor because I genuinely believe that there are people who are beautiful and they are good, and Spirit is there and surrounding them. We need to burn the system down and have it rebuilt in true love and true compassion for the most vulnerable. I hope this channel is for you. I hope that this message resonates with you. In love and light. Thank you.